All right, welcome back. I got a Vice story for you, and one of our responsibilities in Vice is investigating people that are selling tickets to football games, and they're making money on it. Okay, there was two areas of this. Okay, where I work was around the Coliseum. If you find someone selling tickets on the curve, I got two, and if they sell them at face value, okay, the posture of the city attorney was to take the tickets, warn them, and that's it. You book the tickets as evidence, and you don't arrest them. If they're making a profit, then it's a violation, and you arrest them for it. Okay, they drew the line on that. Okay, they didn't want anybody arresting, some 80-year-old kid or 90-year-old kid selling his dad extra ticket, and you're going to put him in jail. And they want to see people making, they call it vigorish, which is making extra money off the normal price. A price of ticket, I think an SC game at that time was like, I don't know, a good seat was probably $45, and $200. Especially if it depends on who SC's playing. If you're playing a major thing like the Irish, something like that, and the scalpers tickets go way high. Okay, and these are scalpers in the sense not on phone scalpers that you get, but talking about just guys standing around the arena, outside the arena, trying to sell to somebody who doesn't have a ticket. So we got a direction to go and investigate these guys. And again, this is not a big deal. This is not something. This is just what Vice does. Okay, and we get complaints all the time from the football teams because they have some unsold tickets and the scalpers are making money and they don't like that, so they're trying to help. We're trying to help them out. Okay, so like any kind of business or entity such as our department, you have people that make decisions above you. And we had a commander that was in charge of this, and it turned out he's a little bit goofy, but aren't they all? But anyway. And so this is the order of the day. We're going to do this. Okay, so I'm working with my partner, and there's only probably 8 two-man teams working this Coliseum. 100,000 people. So that's pretty good value for your buck, I think. 8 Vice cops working 100,000 people, 90,000 people. Not bad. It's not a waste of resources. That's good use of police resources. So anyway, we're outside and we see a guy there selling tickets. We're like, hey, yeah, I need a ticket. Okay, how much are they? Oh, they're $200. Okay, well, the ticket itself says $35. Okay. And the guy's dressed really nice. He's a regular Joe spectator, got a nice SC shirt on, all that stuff. How much? Okay, sounds good. Well, let's go over here. I don't want anybody to get it. So we walk over to the side and Vice go up, he hands money back. What? You can't be selling these tickets. Put the cuffs on them, take them away. Okay, well, we were doing that. Other teams were doing it also. Okay, so Coliseum has a jail underneath the seats in the one corner of the stadium. The jail, holding facility and all that for the law enforcement to come in and out and all that stuff. So there's not really, it's a jail, but it's a holding tank. It's pretty big. It could hold 50 people. It's a pretty good sized room. Bathrooms in the back and all that stuff. So next thing you know, the game hasn't even started yet, and we got 6 or 8 guys in there. And these are all older, in their 50s and 60s gentlemen. They're wearing the SC hats, they're SC graduates, lawyers, doctors, opticians, ophthalmologists, businessmen. That's what they are, okay? Because they got tickets, and they're trying to get their money back from the tickets. So this commander, who, we're going to do this, all of a sudden he realizes, because some of these guys are starting to make a complaint that, hey, look, I work for so-and-so, and I work for this big company, and I hate being arrested, this is wrong, I'll sue the He starts getting nervous, because, again, politics is kicking in. He's worried about his career, and, if you just worry about enforcing the law, you don't have to worry about your career. It'll take care of itself. But he's worried about something happening because it's happening. And he hasn't stopped anything yet, so more guys are coming in. So now, by the time the kickoff, we've got a dozen guys in there, okay? And these are not your normal, these aren't gang members, these aren't my level of employment, these are high guys, man. I mean, seriously, they dress really nice, and some of them have the Letterman's shirts that they wore when they were at SC. I mean, these are, So then the word came out that we were just going to detain them now and not book them. Okay, we just could keep them in the cell, and for the duration of the game. That was their penalty. I thought it was kind of good, but then I thought it was kind of chicken, because if you book them, you get them out of here. We don't have to babysit them, but now they're going to sit in here for whatever football game is, 3 hours, whatever. We're going to babysit them, have to make sure they go to the, well, they had a bathroom in there, but then they're going to need food, and we had boxed lunches, but you wind up being a babysitting service versus being police officers, but that's the order of the day. Okay, we didn't like it, but that's the way it was. Well, kind of felt sorry for these guys, because the game's going on, you hear the crowd cheering, and they have these bars, and they're going, excuse me, officer, who made the touchdown? They go, SC. What's the score? Because nobody had any radios or anything like that. There was no phones in, so there's no way you can keep track of what's going on. So these guys are like, they're in the cell. There's like half the Irish spectators are, fan over here in the cell. Half are SC. Yay! They're holding up their flags. So they're just having their own little cheering match in the South. Okay, and that's pretty funny. So anyway, so then what I was surprised was that the game went past halftime. After halftime, well, put it this way, before halftime, nobody came to look for them. I thought that was kind of strange. I mean, if I went with a couple friends of mine, he didn't come back for half a football game, I would go down and say, well, go to the snack bar and walk around and, we're in Los Angeles. Maybe he got robbed. I mean, what's going on here? Nobody came to get him. So about the third quarter, all of a sudden, here comes the first. We're sitting there because we're just standing around because our job is done, but we have to babysit these guys. So we had shifts going. Bring food, give them water, all that. And so third quarter, first woman shows up. 60-year-old lady, dressed to the nines, ex-cheerleader, badge on her for SC. Stunning woman, beautiful woman. Okay. Excuse me, got that? Yes, ma'am. I'm looking for Harold. I'll make up my name. Harold Smith. Hang on a second, ma'am. Harold Smith. Yes. Somebody's here to see you. He comes up to the, to the bar. I go, ma'am, is this him? You had to sell them tickets, didn't you? I told you not to sell them damn tickets. He goes, I'm sorry, honey. I said, oh, it serves you right. I go, what's going to happen, officer? I said, well, we're going to keep him in here for a while till the game's over with. She gave him a look. My wife has given me that look maybe twice in my whole 45-year marriage. That's not a good look, okay? You know what it means. Not to say a word. She gave him that look, and he just put his head down. Here's a captain of industry. And and she just looked at him, walks away. What else is she going to do? He's in jail, okay? So we're the poor guy, man, he's just like, oh. So then, 5 or 10 minutes later, comes another lady. And these are all SC graduates, man. They are dressed to the nines. They got the whole SC outfit on. And do you have, Robert Jones? Robert Jones, somebody here to see you. Hi, honey. He looks at him. What did you do? Then she looks at me. He's selling tickets. I told him not to do that. He goes, I even told him, these vice cops are out there going to get you. They got you, didn't they? And he goes, yeah. Well, I'll be back later. Can you let him out? No, ma'am. Okay. So I think we had 3 come. That's all. And then at the end of the game, here they come, all of them. So I thought, that's kind of strange. I guess you're so busy with your activities because they're all SC people. So I'm sure they had like VIP boxes and they're talking with their fellow, cheerleaders from 30 years ago, and they're having all this stuff and cameras are on them and all that. So they probably forgot all about their spouses already been there at the game. That's pretty good. So anyway, so finally did the game. Here they come, and we took their tickets obviously and booked them into a mass box of all the tickets. They're useless now. The game's over, and so we just gave them their ID and don't ever do it again. Off they went, and broken men. She's walking like she's king of the forest, and he's behind her with his head down because they're beat to the. Because guys, that when the wives told them not to sell them tickets and you get arrested for that, you're gonna have to ride that for a while because she's right now and you're wrong. Okay, and that's what's happened. These guys were broken, man. Every one of them. And a couple of them were one was a hand doctor. I mean, a really strange mix of people here, but all rich. So that's why that commander was probably concerned about arresting rich people, which I don't. Again, you arrest them, you don't. There's no money in here. But anyway, so that was our day. They all got released, and they thanked us, and we fed them, took care of them, and babysat them, and they left. That was their game. They listened to it in a cell. No radios, no phones. So anyway, watch who you sell tickets to. Only at face value. You still have a better time of it. Anyway, thank you very much. We'll see you next time.